Hey, welcome to Touchdown and Tackles. I'm your host, Chris. How you guys doing today? So today I'm going to talk about my year two defensive players that I believe are going to have a big impact on the 2026 season. So let's jump right into it. At number 5, I got safety Malachi Starks of the Ravens. I think he's going to take off in year two, especially with a Darius Washington being gone and off to another team via free agency. That opens up more playing time. And I just think he has all the tools as a great center field, read the quarterback, ball hawking type of safety. And yes, he can also tackle and play in the box. And I just think, and of course, he gets to play next to Kyle Hamilton, the Swiss Army knife that does everything in that secondary. So I think that opens up the ability for him to have a lot of opportunities to get interceptions, make plays on the ball, play in the box. And he was a guy that was, he was talked about coming on, draft out of Georgia, but not enough people talked about him. He had a decent rookie year. I think now that he's going to get more playing time, I think this man's going to break out, basically in his second year. At number 4, and this is probably a sneaky one because not a lot of people were talking about this guy, but Walter Nolan, the defensive tackle of the Cardinals. Now he was plagued and had some injury issues throughout, his rookie year, so we didn't get to consistently see him. But when we did, the man was making plays. He was penetrating, giving that interior pressure in the run game and the pass game. And I think in this second year, I think he's going to take off, especially with some of the upgrades the Cardinals quietly made on the defensive side of the ball, what they did in the draft. And I think this guy is going to be that guy next to Josh Sweat on their defensive line. So watch out. Like I said, this is a sneaky one, but he has all the tools. Is that just that interior defensive tackle? He's good against the run. He brings pressure in the pass game, and I'm seeing a 5 to 7 sack season for him. At number 3, I got linebacker Jihad Campbell of the Eagles. This was a guy that got some playing time, his rookie year, but the reason why he didn't get a lot also too is he was coming from off an injury. But when he did play, he did well. And I think now with Nakobe Dean off to the Raiders, this opens up the spot for him to come in and get more playing time and be that other linebacker next to Zach Bond. I mean, this is what the Eagles do. This is what Howie Roseman does. He loads up on front 7 players because he understands it's all about in the trenches. So I think Jihad Campbell is a linebacker one that can do it all. He can play the run. He can cover backs. He can cover tight ends. He can drop in zone. He can blitz. And I think, that just gives another chess piece to Vic Fangio in his defense. At number 2, I got Mike Green, the pass rusher of the Ravens. Yeah, an okay rookie year. It was pretty quiet, but I think now that he's acclimated to the NFL and all that and understands what teams are going to do against him, I think he's gonna break out and potentially, I think he's going to have a double-digit sack season, especially with the Ravens signing Trey Hendrickson in free agency to be the number 1 guy. So that allows Mike Green, he's going to get a lot of one-on-one opportunities. I think he's going to take advantage of it. And I think he'll take another step and also play good against the run. At number 1, I have Travis Hunter. No surprise there. I think, honestly, to me, I understand how great of an athlete he is and all, play both sides of the ball. Can somebody come in the NFL and do that full time? And he's trying to prove that, but I don't think he really needs to, nor do I think he should. I basically think that Liam Coen needs to understand that, yeah, you have this guy. Yes, he can play both ways. And I understand Liam Coen is an offensive guy. That's what he does. That's his background. So, of course, he would love to keep using Travis Hunter on offense. But I think let the man play corner because I feel he could be an all-pro corner, that shutdown corner, which the Jags need. And I think that if he spends 90% of his time on defense, oh my God, look out what he would do in this second season. And I think Then now there's talks. They're still going back and forth, but it looks like right now the talks are leaning that he's going to play more defense than offense, and they sprinkle him in on offense. And I think that's the perfect combination, because this guy as a corner, we don't see corners like this, come around all the time. I'm talking about that legit number one. You don't throw to his side of the field, ball hawking, can play man, can play in zone, can travel, can do it all corner. I think Travis Hunter is going to have that type of impact in year 2. So there you have it, folks. Subscribe to the page, and I'll see you guys next time.